Yo guys, what's going on? It's Season,
And this is Shades.
and together
We are the Cajun boys. So, today's topic, we're gonna talk about Nintendo.
Ooh, what's going on with Nintendo, dude?
They have released their new console. I'm excited about it. The Nintendo Switch 2.
Oh, the Switch 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
They had like a live stream about it, to show their new features. I like it. They
Mhm,
improve everything for the console. They've raised the price, but every console will be expensive day
mhm.
one.
Yeah.
But there's been a controversy, which is they raised the price for their games.
Ooh, and how much are we talking?
It used to be $70. Now,
That's still expensive, but
yeah, it
oh,
used to be 60, but it's still bad. But
mhm.
now is $80 for digital,
Oh, so it went up like $10, but that's
but the physical is $90. Just think with the tax add on it.
dude, man. I think I spoke about this. Like you brought this up off camera before, and I remember I told you that at this point, gaming is sort of like a habit too. It's like when people smoke
Hmm.
cigarettes or smoke whatever, it's still an expensive habit to have. So it's like at this point, video games is like,
To
si-
me, it's a hobby because I
mhm,
play it.
yeah,
Because you come from work tired and you
mhm,
need something to relax. Gaming, some people are not into movies, so they could go with gaming.
that's true. That's true.
So but my thing with Nintendo, when Nintendo's the message that Nintendo is giving to everybody is like, fuck y'all, we can do whatever we want. Like,
Well, here's the thing, bro.
the thing about it, companies do this a lot. Once they're at the top of the mountain, they get
Mhm.
arrogant. They
But
think they can get away with anything.
you know what's funny though? The fact that you said Nintendo has this kind of like big boy energy. I don't see that from Nintendo because they're like a PG kind of company, bro. Like
Mm-hmm.
if you told me a company like
Mm-hmm.
PlayStation or like Xbox
Mm-hmm.
or Steam, I don't know why I'm bringing Steam in this, but
Mm-hmm.
but Nintendo, it's funny because they're like a very PG company, bro. So
No, they do have violent games in it.
mhm,
But I know what you mean. The target towards little kids,
yeah,
the family crowd.
mhm,
But my thing is like if they say they're successful with this push, some the idiots who would just eat it up and just buy it,
I get
right?
it.
Is gonna cause an effect,
Like a ripple
a
or
ripple,
domino.
a downfall for
Yeah.
EA is gonna look at it. Oh, these guys do it. Let me raise my price.
Bro,
It's
EA has been like the leader of that space, bro, with
mm-hmm,
their microtransactions, bro.
uh-huh.
But that's true.
They're the
That's
ones who
true.
started it, microtransaction on like
Mhm.
single player games.
Guys, at this point, you have to like make a big decision. Are you gonna pick up the controller and continue, or are you gonna like boycott them, or
But this could
sure.
cause a gaming crash in the future because
Hmm.
most people cannot afford it.
Yeah.
Nintendo's gonna lose money. They
Hmm.
should know that. Let's be honest, they act like we're rich. We're not.
Hmm.
And not only that, there are rumors of GTA being $100 game.
I like that you brought that up because GTA is the only exception that I have because I think that they're worth. But of course, like that's still expensive.
There should not be. I know what you mean, like
Yeah,
the quality of the
yeah.
game, but
Mhm.
it should not be that. It should be $60.
I
That's the
feel you.
perfect price.
Mhm.
To me, these companies are just making excuses, trying to raise their prices. So they're just greedy,
Mhm.
they just, a lot of money is not enough to them. They want all the money of the world.
Yeah.
They're never
Do
satisfied.
do you feel like we should start going in a different direction to like support small creators, like small gaming
Actually,
studios?
I want a gaming crash to happen. Think about it. When
Okay,
it
tell me.
crashes, it's like a reset.
Uh-huh.
It's like like
Oh,
when it crashes a reset, it will go back to the drawing board and go
yeah.
back to normal.
Uh-huh.
You know,
Yeah.
it's like it's like a person get too fat. There's a point in time he's gonna think like, yo, I gotta lose weight. This is too much,
No, you're right.
or I
You're right.
die.
You're basically saying like you want the bubble to burst so that I don't know.
So things
The
could
the
go
e the
back to normal.
ecosystem
Yeah.
will correct itself.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. That's fair. Yeah, that's a
To
fair
me, I
point.
don't understand. Those retards, they always buy microtransaction, for no reason. To me, I call them
Mhm,
corporate slaves.
mhm. But my question is, do you feel like it'd be a smarter choice these days to like buy into like small gaming developers, like indie games, stuff
Yeah,
like that. You think that's like a better?
I want gaming developers to be more independent. I
Yeah.
don't want the big corporations like take too much control.
Hmm.
There's good like big companies out there, but companies like EA, Ubisoft. Look at Ubisoft is going
Hmm.
bankrupt. Now China owns some of their franchises like Assassin's Creed.
Hmm.
But
You
yeah,
know that Minecraft is one of the great examples because it was an indie game in the beginning. Do you know Notch, the guy who made Minecraft?
yeah.
It was like a when I first was introduced to it from Johnny in Texas. He showed me. I came over to his house and he showed me Minecraft before I ever knew anything about it, and I witnessed like the very alpha build of it, the version of it. It was like so unfinished, but I felt the vibe. It was cool. Like I started building, one of the first maps. Like I tried to build like a Call of Duty
Hmm.
zombie map, and that's like one of my great examples for supporting like an indie game. Because look at Minecraft now. Look how
Hmm.
far it has come. And I was introduced to it during a time where it wasn't even completed.
Hmm.
And then this thing went like billion. Microsoft bought it.
Hmm.
So I'm like, maybe they're one of like the good examples of like what gaming companies should do, right? Because their
Hmm.
price point has been set at like twenty
I
seven
find it
bucks.
funny. Why don't these companies respect their customers? They made them big in the first place. Like, it's not like they're not gonna make money if they kept the same price.
Hmm.
Why you raise the price? That just means you alienated a lot of your customers. They're not gonna buy your shit.
Simple answer: greed.
I
Remember,
know
you
they're so
mentioned that greed.
blinded by greed.
But at the same time, it's like if you real if your core goal is to make a lot of money, maybe you shouldn't like hike up the price. Maybe you should work on your product. If it's really good, it's gonna sell itself. You
Here's
don't
my
you don't
message
gotta.
to Nintendo. Fuck you, Nintendo. You guys are freaking greedy, man. Like, get it together, man. I'm sick and tired of you guys.
Hold
We
up,
just
bro.
want to have fun, man.
Okay, look, that I get you're saying that, but this is still funny to me because it's Nintendo, bro. Like it's Nintendo.
I
They're a
know.
PG company. Why
Yeah,
you got beef with a PG
but they
company,
got
bro?
beef with us. That's the funny thing. They got
Us,
beef.
as
Yeah,
in like
like
gamers.
customers.
Oh,
Yeah, they
okay.
got beef with us. So
Customers. Okay, so you have a Switch. You got a
no,
Switch.
but I had Nintendo DS like in the past. I love
True,
a
true.
Nintendo product.
Okay, okay.
They're very fun.
What's your most favorite Nintendo product?
Um, I did play the Super Nintendo. I used to have the
Hmm.
Super Nintendo growing up,
Hmm.
but I didn't have the GameCube. But I didn't have the Wii, but I did have the DS.
Dang, because I was just gonna mention my most favorite Nintendo product is the Wii.
Hmm.
That's like the prime time of my Nintendo life. Like I've played some consoles from Nintendo. Like I was able to play the Switch recently from my brother. He came over.
Hmm.
He let me play Rocket League
Hmm.
on his Switch. It was fun, but throughout my life, I never really owned Nintendo. I only
Hmm.
I only tried it out, like played it from my cousins, my brother. But the Wii is my favorite.
I
It's
would
my
say
favorite.
this corporate should just keep it simple. If you treat your customers well, they will give you money regardless.
Hmm.
Sometimes you just give you money because they know you treat them right. If you treat them bad, like what are you trying to gain?
Hmm.
Like that's what I'm trying to say. That's the
Yeah.
message to all these big corporations. Just treat your customers well.
So yeah, guys, Nintendo, you gotta maybe lower your prices so that Shades could start buying your games again.
Yeah,
But anything else you gotta say, or is that like just
that's all I have to
that's
say,
all you have?
man.
Yeah,
Nintendo needs to get it together.
yeah, and I'll leave you guys with my point of view. Maybe you guys should start considering trying something different. Like maybe go outside, find some other hobby because gaming is just getting kind of expensive now. From the
Hmm.
sound of like you said, $90 for a physical copy. Yeah,
For
guys,
physical.
forget that. Like it's
Just
like cigarettes at this
don't
point.
forget tax on top of those games. That's like $95.
Wait, should people just start playing the VR instead? Like, let's all just
No,
go to the.
VR people don't like VR that much, but
Yeah.
But what do you guys think? Leave your comment in the
Mhm.
comment section and give your opinions about it. And also subscribe for more content.
Yeah, let us know if you guys game, what your favorite games are. Like, just talk to us. Leave a comment and
And also, put what's your favorite Nintendo game?
yeah, let us know. All right, guys, thank you for watching. Hit the subscribe button, like, run that up, and we'll catch you guys in the next video. We out.